Hi, welcome back. Today we're going to learn the song Yankee Doodle. Now when I grew up I knew it as Yankee Doodle, but in the, I believe the 90s, young children started to know it as the Barney song. That was the name of a popular television show. Barney was a large purple dinosaur that used to, I think, sing this song, but that was past my growing up years, so I'm not sure. And I've got a special treat for you today. I've got two additional instruments. I've got a piccolo. Everybody say the word piccolo. That literally means small flute. I'm going to play it for you and show you what it sounds like. And I also have a fife. I'll hold it close. I don't know if you can even see. There is a hole that you blow across and there are 6 finger holes. And I thought before we get going with the lesson, I would show you what the song Yankee Doodle sounds like on these two instruments. This was written long ago when the type of instrument it would have been played on, I believe for the American Revolution, was a fife. It would have been made out of wood. This one's made out of plastic, but it's very, very different sounding from the regular flute that we know today. And then I thought I would show it to you on piccolo also, because the piccolo often is used in military bands. It creates a louder and brighter sound. So I'll show you what Yankee Doodle sounds like on both of these instruments before we start learning it on the flute. So here we have the fife. It only has the 6 finger holes and 1 embouchure hole. There's no thumb key. There are no keys at all. There's not even a thumb hole. It's got sort of a slightly different, maybe kind of wooden sound to it. And let me show you what Yankee Doodle would sound like on the fife. F-I-F-E. Same as the flute, the fife could be played a little bit higher simply by blowing harder, but with the same fingerings. Now, since the fife only has 6 holes, it sounds a little bit out of tune. You might have noticed that some of the notes just sounded a little funny and not quite right. I promise I wasn't playing them wrong. It's just the way the fife sounds. Now, let me show you what Yankee Doodle sounds like on the piccolo. I'm going to show you the lower version, which isn't very low, and then I'll show you the even higher version. That's the low version, believe it or not. And here's the high version. There's a second part to the song that I forgot to include, so I will show you now. Now that I've given you a taste of what the piccolo sounds like, I'm sure some of you are thinking, oh, I would love to play that instrument. And guess what? You can, but maybe not yet. Usually I recommend waiting at least 2 years after you've gotten really, really solid fundamentals on flute before switching to piccolo. Now, even though the piccolo has far fewer keys than the flute, the fingerings are the same, but I do want to demonstrate to you. The piccolo sounds automatically 1 octave higher than flute. So that means if I play a regular D on the flute and then I play a regular D on piccolo, this one's going to sound an octave higher. So this one will sound like high D even though I'm not playing high D, I'm still playing middle D. I'll show you what I mean. Here is regular D on the flute. And here is that exact same note on piccolo. And that is a lesson for another day. So there is nothing really new to teach me about this song. I put a star at the beginning to alert you to the fact that we have no flats or sharps on this version of it. The only thing that's notable is that maybe it's a little bit difficult because there are a lot of switches from C to D. But other than that, there's nothing new. So let's just jump in and start learning it. In fact, let's just work on the first measure, speak and finger. Get your fingers ready on C. Speak and finger. 1, 2, ready, go. C, C, D, E. Very good. Let's do one more time. Ready, go. C, C, D, E. Very good. Let's look at the second measure. See, it's got some jumps. There's a jump from C to E and another jump from D to G. So again, you may want to break this one up into very small parts, even between lessons, after you've watched this lesson today to make it easier to learn. Once you've learned it, though, it's very fun. Let's do the second measure. 1, 2, ready, go. C, E, D, G. Let's do it again. 1, 2, ready, go. C, E, D, G. Good. Now, since the third measure is the same as the first, let's speak and finger through third and fourth measures together. And speak fingers 2 and ready, go. C, C, D, E, C, B. And I have included a breath mark to remind you to take a deep breath during the rest. All right, this should look familiar by now. We've already done it twice. So let's jump down to this measure. Speak and finger. 1, 2, ready, go. F, E, D, C. That one's a little tricky. Let's do it again. And 1, 2, ready, go. F, E, D, C. Good. Now, if you look at the end, it's not too bad. Not quite as hard. Let's do the last 2 measures together. Speak and fingers. Fingers ready on B. Regular B. B natural, not B flat. And 1, 2, ready, go. B, G, A, B, C, C. Good job. We're going to learn the whole song kind of going backwards this time. I have slowed down my metronome to 50, 50, and we're going to start by playing only these 2 measures. Then we'll add this measure and then this measure, and we'll keep working backwards until we're ready to play the whole song. So get your fingers ready on B. We're going to start right here. We are playing this time. Don't forget to take a nice deep breath. Here we go. And ready, play. Good. Let's do it again. Practice makes permanent. Starting on B. 1, 2. Ready, go. Good job. We're backing up now. We'll start at the beginning of the second line. We'll do these 2 measures together. We'll probably do it 3 times. Fingers ready on C. 1, 2, ready, play. Since your fingers are still on C. Again, ready, go. Last time. Take a big breath and ready, go. Great job. Backing up even more, we're going to start right here. This part shouldn't feel quite as difficult. Let's try it 2 times. And 1, 2, ready, go. Again, fingers ready, back on C. A lot of C's on this one. I hope your flute is firmly in your saddle and you're balancing it well. Here we go with the note C. Ready and go. Good. And here we are at the beginning. We are playing just the first 2 measures. And 1, 2, ready, go. Good, we'll do it again. Get back to C. And 1, 2, ready, go. Very good. Last time. 1, 2, ready, go. Great job. All right, here we go, whole song. Again, if you get frustrated, say you mess up in this area, it's okay. Try really hard to keep going where it gets easier again, maybe on this C's here or this C, or maybe even on the second line. But try not to put your flute down because then you'll kind of have to start all over. Try to recover and continue as you are able. So the whole song, here we go. 1, 2, big breath, go. Big breath. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson on Yankee Doodle and learning a little bit about the piccolo and the fife. Remember, fife typically is not a very common instrument, but piccolo is. But again, I say, if you've only been playing a short time, you're probably not ready to try the piccolo yet. Usually I suggest the students wait at least 1 year, preferably 2 years, before trying piccolo. It requires a much more strong embouchure and tonal control, and sometimes having the fingers that close together can be difficult. But if you really love the flute and want to continue your skills into the piccolo, then maybe you can make it happen someday. Thanks, and I hope you have a great day.